Welcome back to another episode of Jacksonville Buzz's Buzzworthy Businesses. I'm Steve Strum, and right here, ever so close in striking distance, Dave Permenter.
Struck.
So sometimes I'm over there, and sometimes we can't have anything over here. They can't give us anything nice.
Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, man. So we were talking a little bit offset about this guy right over here, about some things that are super important in today's content-driven marketing world. Who do we have here today?
Today we have Brian Tarverdi from First Coast Creative. Welcome to the show. Great to have you. First time, right?
Thanks, guys. First time.
Okay, welcome.
So what in the heck is a content creating marketing? What does that mean for people that are sitting here going, yeah, I need some of that, but they're like, well, I think I already have that because I got my mom taking photos of what's going on.
Well, thanks for having me. For one, excited to be here. And I mean, really, what that means is in today's marketing world and today's social media driven world, like you have to focus on creating high quality videos, putting out high quality photography, distributing it properly, and that's content, right? Content could be an iPhone video that is generated by your client, and that would be a UGC video, user generated content, right? And that's what you'd see on, say, TikTok or on Instagram Reels. And then there's the higher level, which would be like more core professional video production. And that would be, we come up with these video concepts and we spend, weeks filming them, and then we help the client distribute them. And they can be funny videos, informative videos, or just whatever the client wants or whatever the people that they're trying to acquire, would want to see.
You're relatively new in the Jacksonville market, but you have a history of working with some very high-end celebrities, huge events.
Yeah.
And it seems that you bring a lot of what you learned in that realm to our a little bit slower paced Jacksonville market.
Absolutely. Yeah. I spent a few years in South Florida, really learning the business from a few great businesses there, nightlife venues, restaurants, other production companies. And I was fortunate enough to be taken kind of under their wing and do exactly what you said. I've shot LeBron James a number of times. I've worked with Guy Fieri a number of times, and those types of individuals, and seeing behind the curtain of how that higher level production stuff works, and then helping deliver on it, makes it a lot easier for me to come to Jacksonville, where I'm born and raised, and then go to the local businesses or the local restaurants that they want to have marketing and content similar to what you'd see at these massive worldwide venues that have Miami locations and Vegas locations. And this has been a way, like, for me to kind of come to them and provide them that same exact stuff that those companies are using, but in a capacity that they can afford, and that is not like a massive marketing conglomerate that's trying to take advantage of small businesses and just kind of bleed them dry. For me, it's bringing my level of experience to the local market and helping those businesses kind of get in front of some of the big players that focus on Google ads that no one can compete with because they're putting so much money behind them and things like that.
Understood. Who is your typical client in the Jacksonville market?
It changes. I would say we're pretty strong in the golf space, surprisingly. Given Ponte Vedra has such a golf tie with PPC and its history, and even the World Golf Village, Golf Hall of Fame, how it had been there for many years. Like, we've gotten into the golf space, surprisingly enough, like pretty deep in the last year. One of our clients is a great shop in Jacksonville called Rex Golf, and we produce a lot of really cool content with them. And whether it's long form stuff or on YouTube or their Instagram promotional stuff, we do it all. We do a lot of restaurants, but I would say any small to medium sized business that maybe doesn't have a huge marketing plan and wants to, in a way, hand us the keys and say, like take things you would do for these other companies and stuff in South Florida or wherever, and just implement those same strategies, create that same type of content, and distribute our business on social media. I mean, that's our main core place we're putting out this content, as it is for a lot of people. And so, we help them get in front of their clients and whether it's an Italian restaurant, a golf shop, or a family friendly kind of night out bowling place, like we'll kind of help you out. We do a lot of service companies, garage flooring companies, and things of that nature. We've even done a laundromat. So we'll help create content for anybody that has an interest in getting into that space of social media marketing, and hopefully opening up a new distribution method for them to get fresh eyes to see their business to come in locally.
So as we kind of take it to the wrap up section of this thing, as people are watching this and they're like, all right, yeah, content, I got it. Instagram, Facebook, X, got it. They're thinking about that and they're like, that is such a voluminous undertaking that people freeze. But if you present them with something, somebody may not be able to paint the Mona Lisa, but if you were to bring a picture of the Mona Lisa, somebody go, that's it. So what you're doing is, it sounds like you're helping those people, whether they're the service industries, the small, medium-sized business owners, construction guys, HVAC guys, also in the restaurant universe, but all in these different businesses that you serve, that they may not understand how to kind of create that mosaic of messaging that tells the appropriate story for somebody to go, you know what, I need Dave's roofing company because my roof fell off. But you help them understand how to make that funnel and say, hey, here's some other funnels that other organizations, celebrity type of organizations, large Fortune 100 companies have been doing. This is the formula that works. You just apply it to the scope that they're seeing and the budget that they can find that's affordable.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's daunting. If you're a mom and pop and you've been in Jacksonville for 25 years, it's certainly daunting, both financially and just socially, I guess, to say, all right, let's go out and compete against these huge corporate entities that are putting in millions of dollars sometimes behind their marketing and 10-person plus teams that sole focus is to almost make them invisible. So for us, like, it's to make it less daunting and say, all right, we'll let's not bite off more than we can chew, but let's get into the arena, let's compete, and give them the opportunity to compete. And like, one thing we've seen and that I've found interesting is a lot of these Fortune 500 companies, they have these huge marketing teams. Sometimes they can't hold on to that type of personnel. So what we've been able to do really successfully is grab a person here and a person here that maybe got laid off from Target or some giant entity, and bring them into our team. And it's kind of like a family, really, what we do and like our clientele. So it's been cool to be able to get that type of talent and use that for our clients. And a lot of times that type of talent and people that can provide that type of service, they fly under the radar, or they spend careers with those companies. But a lot of times those big companies can't hold that many people, and for them it's just another position being taken off the board. And for us, like, that's a huge opportunity to grab somebody.
That might be your next ringer. I bet you didn't know you own a roofing company.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Hey, no problem.
Well, of my vast holdings, that's just a bit.
Multiple streams of income for Dave Permenter. Permenter's real estate, roofing, commercial flooring, whatever else we can get. Waxing.
You name it.
So as we take it away, there's probably so much stuff that people can say, you know what, is this the right fit for me? So what we'll do is we'll make sure to put your stuff on our website, which is thedailynewsnetwork.com. People can come check you out, click and take a look at all that. As we kind of take it away, for today, what's that one thing you want to leave that person going, do I need you?
I would say, if you're a local business, or you're putting on an event in the First Coast, and you're sitting there trying to come up with your marketing strategy, or how you want to get this product out to the Jacksonville area, you don't have to always go to these huge corporate mega marketing firms, right? There are other alternatives that still can compete. and a lot of times can win. And that's what we do. And, we're here to help. So
Thanks for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You're not so shabby yourself.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome. But, these guys over here,
My new shoes.
they are, which nobody can see. You might not even be wearing shoes. At least we can definitely tell at this angle we have pants on. So that's good. But, we can't do it without these guys here. So,
That's right.
guys, thank you so much for joining us. Come check them out on our website, thedailynewsnetwork.com. If you like the episode, share the episode. And remember to always live with gratitude.
Our mission at Generation Media is to build positive word of mouth for our clients and the audiences that we serve. We hyper-target the most affluent audiences and focus our clients' marketing dollars right where they need to be with little to no waste. I'm David Permenter, founder and president of Generation Media, and we would love to have a short discovery call with you by phone or Zoom to see if we can help you reach your ideal clients.